Ah, catacombs. That makes sense. We're under a cathedral.
Hold on. What? Listen.
Anything noteworthy by the dormitories?
Not unless you count some cleverly worded headstones.
Have you finished digging by the chapter house?
We have, ma'am. The northwest sites are wide open as well.
And what about the southern perimeter?
Not yet. It'll take us a day to move the crane over there.
Nadine.
Make it happen. In the meantime, see what you can dig up without it.
I'll send a couple of men over right away.
Good. Rafe, any luck with those manuscripts?
Can we have a minute?
Keep me updated.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you hear? They found a whole annexed area under the cathedral.
I did. Have you seen it?
No? Why?
Because there wasn't much left after they'd finished finding it.
My men have been a bit liberal with the
They're
dynamite.
like 100 well-armed bulls in a china shop.
But they've made more progress in 2 days than we've made in months.
Progress. I can't analyze rubble.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll let them know they need to give you a heads up before they do anything drastic.
Or you can tell them to sit tight until I analyze the few clues that haven't been blown up.
No, we can't sit around waiting any longer.
All due respect, I think I have a bit more experience with this sort of thing than you do.
We tried things your way.
Bullshit. You've been wanting to level this place ever since we got here.
No! I wanted to steal that cross long before it ever even made it to that auction. The same auction where I couldn't have my men around to deal with any surprises.
The auction was the cleanest way
But
to get the
instead
cross.
of going with my gut, I listened to you. And now we have competition.
Oh, well, I didn't think he'd show up.
Or maybe you wanted to draw him out.
Why the hell would I do that?
Because you think you need him. And maybe you do. Point is, I'm done trying to do things the clean way. If the treasure is here, we'll find it. And if not, well... maybe it's time to move on, huh? Hey. It's not personal.
Of course.
I'll let you know if anything turns up.
Let's get moving before they blow that treasure to bits.
Oh, stop making out.
Wait. You think she was right, though? About what? About Rafe wanting to draw you out. As long as he doesn't get the upper hand, who cares? Doesn't matter.
What annexed area you suppose they were talking about? There's gotta be some side chamber because we're the only ones here. A little too high to jump up there unless you got a trampoline. Left it in my backyard. Oh, darn. Hey, do you have a trampoline? I wish. Hang on. Oh, look at you. One crate coming up. Thank you, good sir. Well, we're definitely getting closer to the cathedral. Gotta say, this is far more sophisticated than I was expecting. Me too. Must have taken years to build. Bridge is out. Gotta find another way across. Here goes nothing. Good thing you're not heavier than the crate. Okay. Made it. What's the plan? I'm working on it. We can hook our ropes onto this. That'll work. Who needs bridges? Oh, no, I wouldn't mind bridges, per se. Well, can't go through there. So how do we get through? Over here. This place wasn't completely falling apart, we'd probably be trapped again. Nathan, look around you. Holy crap. This must have been another test, but it all just crumbled into the ocean. Well, I guess the test now is... how the hell do we get to the other side? That really safe-looking wooden seesaw thing might do the trick. Worth a shot. Here goes nothing. Nathan, stop! You won't make it. You're too low. I'll weigh it down. Go. Made it! All right. Now, what about me? Right, just let me look around. Cool. Cool, I'll just hang out here. Check out all that machinery. You know, it really makes you appreciate everything that goes into making one of these death traps. Don't be glib. Who's being glib? This is a marvel of human engineering. Any luck? Yeah, give me a sec. Okay, I found something to weigh down the seesaw. Excellent. Sure that'll work? Heavier than I am. I don't know about that. Yeah. There we go. Whoa. Hey, nice air time. Well, if treasure hunting doesn't work out, we can always join the circus. Not if they have clowns. Now, still not over that, huh? No one is. Oh, crap! I got you. There, thanks. There's another test down. Yeah, at this point, I'd rather take another death trap. At this point, I hope we're at the end of this thing. Okay, getting a bit dramatic with the statues here. Seriously, why decorate a treasure burial site? Or build elaborate tests? Ugh. I'll never get used to this. It's another cross. At least this one has some jewels on it, right?
Whoa, don't touch it.
What? Why?
Look at it. It's the only valuable thing we've seen in this cave.
Right.
This is another test.
Agreed.
Yeah. Or lack thereof.
Okay, so...
It's gotta be the coins.
Are we sure about this?
Oh, pretty sure.
Pretty sure we'll have to do.
Just one now.
Agreed. I got it. Please don't be a trap.
You recognize the shape?
It's Madagascar.
Look. Star right here.
It's King's Bay.
Yes, it is.
Son of a bitch. He's screwing with us.
What are you talking about?
Avery, he's screwing with us. This was supposed to be it, so where's the goddamn treasure, huh? I mean, King's Bay, great. Well, what's next? North Pole? Outer space? Nathan.
For those who prove worthy, paradise awaits. He was recruiting.
Who was recruiting?
Avery was recruiting.
Recruiting for what?
You gentlemen are very, very noisy. Guns on the floor. Slowly. Must have known you from last time.
Throwing me out a window didn't do it for you?
Rafe. Rafe, come in.
I'm at the graveyard. Nadine, hey, we're here.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
What? Where are you?
Come back to the cathedral. Follow the holes.
I'm on my way. And for God's sakes, don't shoot him yet.
Not want to hurry then. Kings Bay.
Yeah, but, where in Kings Bay? You'll need that cross over there to figure it out, but there's only 2 people that can tell you how to use it.
Let me guess. You two.
I'll leave it to Rafe. You're gonna be waiting a long time.
Sorry, boys. I'm not here to negotiate. Bring me the crucifix.
It's not a crucifix.
What?
Well, technically, a crucifix refers to a cross that... You know what? Never mind.
Don't touch it!
That's my chance. Come on, come on.
What's the plan? I'm working on it. You ready? We gotta go up to get out. Here we go. No. That works. Hey, Sam! Coming! Man, we really kicked the hornet's nest, didn't we? Yeah, we kicked it, punched it, and set it on fire. asshole.
They don't give up easy, do they?
I'll make it quick.
Hands off, asshole!
That worked out well.
Find the cover! That shut him up.
God damn it, Nate. I can hear the fireworks from here. What the hell's going on?
Long story. Short version is get us the hell out of here.
Yeah, figured. Hold tight. Be there as soon as I can.
Sam! Watch the turret!
Take that thing out! Get out!
Sam! Watch the turret! Oh shit, Sam, sniper! Find cover! Shit, shit!
cover! Oh, shit!
I think we're clear.
Hey, kid. There's no place to land up here. Can you make it down to the water?
Yeah, set her down. One way or another, we'll get to you. No! Kind of. Yeah. Yes. Yes, definitely.
Got one! Wasn't Victor saying the weather is lovely this time of year? I can't see shit!
Just keep heading down until we hit the water.
Keep running! Don't stop! Is this how it always is for you?
No. Kind of. Yeah. Yes. Yes, definitely.
Nathan! Keep running! Don't stop! Is this how it always is for you?
No. Kind of. Yeah. Yes. Yes, definitely.
Wasn't Victor saying the weather is lovely this time of year? I can't see shit!
Just keep heading down until we hit the water. No! Sam! Down here! Ooh!
Forget about that, man! Keep moving!
We gotta get past these guys.
Got it!
Oh, shit!
Got one!
Boys, they're shooting at my plane. Hurry the hell up or your ride's gonna sink.
Okay, here we go. Ah, get ready.
Oh, this is gonna suck!
Slowly, get her going. Quick.
Go! Go!
close one, huh?
They shot up my goddamn plane, Nate.
We're fine, thanks.
How soon can you get us to Madagascar?
No treasure, then.
Not yet. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we're rich.
Jesus. Suppose it's a start. Do you think the rest is in Madagascar?
Well, there was a chamber back there with a giant map of Madagascar on the floor, so... yeah, it's probably there.
This is beginning to smell a whole lot like Wild Goose, kid.
Look, the treasure was never in Scotland, okay?
Then what was the point of all that, huh? Of the St. Dismas
Look,
cross?
it's like I said. I think Avery was recruiting people. The cross was an invitation. The caves were just some sort of initiation.
Oh, so we all passed, huh? Congrats, Victor. We get eye patches and parrots now.
I don't get it. Why the hell would they go to all that bother just to weed people out?
To protect himself. Look, Avery was the most wanted man in the world at that time. He had to enlist people that he could trust in order to keep their treasure secret.
What do you mean, their treasure?
Just think about this. Thomas, too, was a successful pirate in his own right. What would he possibly stand to gain from joining Avery? I think Avery sent out crosses only to the other wealthy pirates like himself. What if they pooled and hid all their treasure together?
That would make the Gunsway all look like chump change.
Exactly.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, so where exactly in Madagascar are we going?
Kings Bay. It was an old pirate haven back in Avery's time.
I know it well. It's a big place. Anything more specific?
Well, that map chamber completely caved in, so, you know... What are you laughing about?
The people who survived the caves, the recruits. What's the one thing they would have left with?
There's a volcano on this.
There's a volcano near Kings Bay. Which means we need to get a move on.
Hey. Hey, Nate.
Hi, honey.
Oh, hi. I've been trying to get a hold of you. Are you okay?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Well, you know, the news. There's been all that flooding. Maybe going to Malaysia during the monsoon season wasn't such a good idea.
Yeah, right. Right, yeah, it grounded us for sure. You know, had some equipment failure, but, you know, no one's hurt or anything.
Well, as long as you guys are safe. So, are you going to start work tomorrow?
Postponed, actually. Looks like we're gonna need maybe another 10 days or so.
Ugh, 10 days? Hey, well, why don't I just, go ahead and buy a ticket then?
You know, you don't have to do that. That's fine. I mean, you know, these guys always overestimate things. I'm sure it'll be less time than that.
Okay, well, you know, don't rush. Make sure that you're safe.
Oh, I will. Always do. Listen, I'm sorry. I gotta go. Jameson's calling me over.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
What are the satellites saying, Victor?
Right now, not a goddamn thing. I've lost the signal.
Hey, you know what never loses signal? Paper. All right, this route right here should take us straight to the volcano. Might get a little bumpy, though.
Let's get the show on the road.
Okay. So, what are we looking for out here?
Well, the map shows all these structures around the volcano. Some abandoned outposts, a handful of watchtowers.
Watchtowers?
Avery was the most wanted man in the world, so if he was hiding something out here, it makes sense he'd need lookouts.
One of those towers is right on the volcano.
With Avery's treasure.
Fingers crossed.
see some ruins up ahead.
Hey, so with our luck, what are the odds this volcano is gonna erupt on us?
0. It's extinct. Trust me, that's the first thing I looked up when we said we were heading for a volcano. That and where to rent the cheapest 4x4.
Wait, Sully, you're telling me that you actually did some research?
Can't let you be the know-it-all every time.
That bridge there is what you would call rickety. This looks promising. Come on, baby. Let's go, 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 go! Made it.
Okay, kid. Just don't drop us.
Hey, just keep it slow. Keep it in the center. Yeah, there's a lot of backseat driving going on. Ah! We're good. Everything's good.
Jesus Christ. Onward and upward.
We're getting nowhere fast. You need traction here. Nathan, the rocks.
Don't spin out now.
I got it. All right, hang on, guys. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. There we go.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my spine.
Look, tire tracks. Someone came up this way. Hey, look up there on the hill. Got a tower or something.
Now we're talking.
Hey, Victor, what were you arguing with the rental guy about?
Oh, your brother insisted on getting a 4x4 with a winch.
So you sprung for the winch, but you couldn't spring for the suspension. I got it. Hey, it's important. Going off-road, it might rain, might be muddy.
How about we go through this whole goddamn thing and never use that winch?
No, sorry. Experiencing a little turbulence. We ain't got no auto club out here, Nathan. Whoops. Sorry.
Shit. Hey, take this slow, kid.
Yeah. So Nathan, you're thinking Avery, too, and some other big shot pirates pulled their treasure and came out here because... why exactly?
Who knows? Maybe for protection? British authorities were closing in on them.
Sure. Maybe, he helped them disappear. I mean, the guy clearly had a knack for hiding things. go check out that tower. I'll come with.
And it blows my mind that they just won't do it. It's so weird. Republicans, as I said before, fearmonger very effectively. They divide very effectively. They galvanize their base. They like I said, very effectively divide and conquer. They never ever think about, oh yeah, let's hear this fucking dipshit.
8% of the African American vote to 16% of the African American vote, and went from a narrow victory in 2000 to a big victory in 2004. A Republican getting a greater share of the African American vote is worth 2 votes, one taken out of the Democratic column and one added into the Republican column. So I think Juan's right. This is a very smart appeal, not only to particularly younger black men, but also to suburbanites who want to know that they have a candidate, choice of a candidate who's making an outreach to all Americans, including the African American community and the Latino community.
Dana, your thoughts?
Well, I was going to say that earlier today, in the first hour of this convention, they hit so many policy areas that basically more policy areas in the first hour than you saw detailed in the Democratic.
Karl Rove, a phrase I never thought I would say here. Karl Rove is correct about. Karl Rove is correct about Donald Trump making gains in the black voter base. I've been talking about this. It's not going to be significant enough for like the Republicans to win, but it might be significant in certain areas for Democrats to lose. But more importantly, if they can get black people not to go out and vote, rather than even go out and vote for the Republican Party, that's crazy. But if they can get fucking Republican, they can get black people to not vote, that's great. That's all they're looking for.
He said have gone to a lot of working people. I thought the twin speeches, the real strength of tonight was Nikki Haley talking about the terrible shooting in Charleston and how South Carolina came together, and then Tim Scott's final speech of the night, and basically saying to a lot of people out there, whether they're minorities, whether they're suburban women, you know, there may be a stereotype of this Trump base. Look again.
You know, I thought it was interesting. He talked about being judged by the content of his character and not the color of his skin. Just a quick final thought, Donna, about that point, because we've heard so much divisiveness in racial issues in this country, but coming back around to Martin Luther King's message there.
And as you well know, Dr. King's message is universal. It doesn't just apply to me or you. It applies to every American, because that.
What the fuck did you make me download, dude? 2-week ban. Never send me an attachment.
Will be sticking with Joe Biden.
Well, we'll see. This is night 1, and we have many more nights to come from the White House, closing up on Thursday night with the president. Thanks for watching. I'm back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Special report.
I'll see you back here at 7 o'clock with the story, the Ingram.
Harsh? No, they know better. He knows better. He's a fucking year-old sub. He knows better than to send me a fucking attachment. Anyway. Oh, let's see what. Let's see what she had to say.
Now, in moments, we're going to show you exactly how, before can't miss reaction from Molly Hemingway, Tom Bevan, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. Plus, we're going to hear, and I cannot wait, 2 of tonight's most memorable speakers. Oh my God, my heart's beating. Former NFL player, star Herschel Walker, Parkland father Andrew Pollock, 2 who stole the show tonight. They'll both tell us about the side of Donald Trump, of course, that the media don't want.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're running the empathy angle. I think so. My speculation is, I guess some fucking DC consultants on both sides decided that, like, because so many Americans have died because of coronavirus, and many more are dying, that this like mourning angle is going to be successful. It's a successful winning strategy to empathize or to show an empathetic side for both Donald Trump and Joe Biden. And I assume that's why they're both hitting that. Because like, it's such a weird thing to be like, oh my God, like these people are not fucking lizard people, but instead they're certainly like such nice people. Like they care about Americans. It's like, no, they don't.
No way. And tonight, we were reminded that Donald Trump is a man who cares deeply about
And even if that's the circumstance, like, even if that's the circumstance, that's a losing battle for the Republicans. Joe Biden will win that battle.
In the American dream, like President Donald Trump.
At the White House, my family and I sat with the president in the Oval Office and told him about Meadow. I got to see who President Trump really is. He's a good man and a great listener.
The president also built the most inclusive economy ever, with record low unemployment for African Americans and record high participation in the workforce.
Growing up in the Deep South, I've seen racism up close. I know what it is. And it isn't Donald Trump.
Now, as noted just a few moments ago, Andrew Pollack and Herschel Walker will be here later in the hour. Now, on this first night of the Republican National Convention, I think it's really important to ask a simple question. Has Donald Trump and the Republican Party done enough?
No. Oh my God. I hope they've done enough. Please. They've gone too far. They've done too much. Okay, I'm trying to get Austin on the phone so we can have some post-game analysis with the biggest lib himself. DNC focused on division. GOP stresses unity.
That's a storm center. There's only chaos.
Donald Trump is destroying our country.
The future of our democracy is at stake.
But the future of our democracy is...
How the fuck are they going to act like the RNC didn't literally... First of all, you're the incumbent, so of course you're going to say things aren't that bad. But things are demonstrably bad. They're so obviously horrible that you can't lie about how things aren't bad, because then you look like you're out of touch. So all Republicans did was say things are really bad, but they're bad because of Joe Biden somehow, and they're going to get much worse under Joe Biden, even though right now...
White House meeting on whether to separate migrant families. Can you expand on that? Do you know about that?
Yeah, I could expand on it far beyond our program.
Things aren't bad, things are incredible. Their messaging is, hey, let's do a return to normalcy like before coronavirus when everything was great. When even then it wasn't fucking great. Here you go, Trump supporters watching MAGA dudes try to figure out why the RNC speeches make them feel weird. It's such a trip.
Big man ting, fam.
They want to destroy this country and everything that we fought for and hold dear. They want to steal your liberty, your freedom. They want to control what you see and think, believe how they can control where you live. Am I the only one who was a little put off by the speech? I'm trying to find the appropriate way of describing it, like a speech Hydra would give or something. That's funny. All right, we got some Reddit Ask a Trump supporter on Guilfoyle's speech or what? I mean, she literally beefed up the... Here's the problem with Kimberly Guilfoyle. The problem with Kimberly Guilfoyle was she beefed up the Nazi rhetoric a little too much. You can't go full Nazi. You never go full Nazi. You go half Nazi, and then you have plausible deniability. She was like, she just literally did the, like, she was also animated too, like Hitler. Like, it was just too much. It was too similar to like a fascist speech. You know what I mean? If she had done like half Hitler, it's fine. Half Hitler is always like, you know, basic Republican rhetoric. Yeah, Democrats are bad. You know, we need to preserve a future for our white children, that sort of stuff. Never go full Nazi. is this? I can't finish this. This is so fucking gnarly. This sucks. Whoever sent this to me, I'm sorry. I know you wanted to hear my take on this, but this is... Not only is this like giving me a seizure, even though I don't have that, like even though I don't have problems with epilepsy, I think it's giving me a seizure because of how cringe it is. Lil T Jr., what?
Trump Jr. here, super excited. First night of the RNC 2020, getting amped up and ready for my speech. It's going to be awesome. Don't forget your purse. Thanks. Appreciate it. Guys, Don Trump Jr. here, super excited. First night of the RNC.
God, he's so fucking lame. He is 100% Kendall from Succession. I've never watched that show. I heard it's good though. Poor camera guy had to try and laugh. Republican National Convention is what we just watched. I would take a picture of D Jr. and put ads all over him with a chain that says D Jr. What? Anyway, did you
now
see
from
this?
the top, make it drop. That's some wet and cushy. Now get a.
Okay, guys. Come on, dude. Yeah, I have so many thoughts. I don't know where to fucking begin. I just had like I got sensory overload, you know what I mean? Like, let me gather my thoughts for a second as Austin just fucking ran away. I don't know what happened. He had an aneurysm from too much liberalism, I think. He was like texting me in all caps the entire night and then he fucking ran away when it ended. But overall, I think that this is pretty solid. Like, this was a pretty solid night for Republicans. Why was it solid? They did what is very effective for Republicans, which is lie their fucking asses off about Democrats being psychotic radical liberals while also simultaneously being responsible for shipping jobs overseas, which doesn't even make any sense. But hey, whatever. It doesn't really matter. They talked about how they didn't even really touch on systemic racism not existing, which I thought was really weird. They usually do go more mask off about that. But they were supposed to talk about how systemic racism isn't real, but then instead of that, they did a lot of identity politics. So that was really something I found interesting. They really hyper-focused on identity. Now, usually we know what the fucking identity of the Republican Party is. It's white dudes, right? Old white dudes. That's predominantly what the Republican Party is. That's their basis. They had a lot of, they had a couple black conservatives in there. They had Nikki Haley, who I found out is a brown woman. To me, like, almost as ridiculous as Nancy Pelosi saying she's a woman of color. I guess maybe like less ridiculous than Nancy Pelosi if she is actually Indian. I did not know that. I literally thought she was Italian. I mean, the bone cancer lady was awesome. Like, the first 4 speakers were just fucking great. People were very mad at me on Twitter. Some Republicans caught wind of what I said about Nikki Haley. I was like, if Nikki Haley's brown, I'm brown too. And people were like, you're so fucking racist. Like, she's actually Indian. Fuck you. And now she's like, oh, her real name is, I guess her real name is like, yeah, Nimrata Nikki Ranthawa. And I was like, okay, my name is Hassan Bekirolo technically, but my grandfather chose Piquet instead in the surname revolution. Like, I'm from Turkey. My parents are Turkish. Does that mean I'm brown? Like, is that how that works? Like, are you literally just saying I'm brown now? Is that what the fuck's going on? Like, I find that very strange. I don't know. I mean, I was definitely brown when I said what I said about 9/11 for sure. In the eyes of Republicans, you're extra brown when you talk about 9/11. Definitely not. Didn't get that white advantage there, but so I don't know. I just thought that was interesting, but that's fine. The first couple of psychos, I hope they really keep that energy in the upcoming days. The Indian lady talked about how racism doesn't exist in our country. You missed that part, I think. Yeah, no, I know. The worst part about it was she tried to make it seem like racism doesn't exist in this country after talking about a white supremacist terror attack. Like, that was really strange to be like, hey, let's talk about one of the single worst white supremacist attacks in our history. One of them, of course, we have a lot of them, unfortunately. And then we will use that as an opportunity to say racism doesn't exist, which I found very strange because she literally worked for the Trump administration. And Trump absolutely ran on racial agitation. I mean, and despite the fact that he ran on racial agitation, his messaging is obviously successful to some degree. He has captivated a larger percentage of the black voter base than prior Republicans. That's a certainty. And he's made significant gains in the African American vote. He's made significant gains in the black vote since 2016. That is a remarkable piece of information for someone like myself who follows news as closely as I do. That really is remarkable. That means that people are leaving the Democratic Party in the most solidly Democratic base. Has he, though? Yes, motherfucker. The fact that he doubled his black support from 8% in 2016 against Hillary Clinton to 16% against Joe Biden, you don't find that to be fucking interesting? That is significantly larger than Mitt Romney, which is understandable, who went up against Barack Obama. I mean, that's crazy. Karl Rove said it was 16% tonight. He might be lying.